and welcome to the first episode of Zoe Your Own. So essentially, I'm a beginner gardener, and everything that I know I picked up from making mistakes, as we all do, but from other, from pro gardeners, YouTube channels, and I also did learn quite a bit from my lovely nanny and granddad as well, because my grandparents are very, very keen avid gardeners, and I thought I'd try and kind of take on the mantle. So here we are. So this is the first ever episode, so thank you very much for being with me. Hopefully there'll be some more to come, fingers crossed. But today is just to show you a little bit about me, introduce you to my lovely little humble greenhouse, show you some of the things that we will, or that I will be going through with you over the next couple of weeks from a beginner's perspective, not to forget, because I am very much a beginner. And today we might sow some seeds as well. But to start off with, let's have a look at what I've already got. So over here we have some lovely nasturtiums. I sowed these a couple of weeks ago, I believe, on the 3rd of March there, and they are all already looking very, very, very happy. And then on to this mass up here, of which I will be going through what I'm doing with these with you guys over the next few weeks. And some of them need to do something with some of these, don't I? We're going to be very, very, very busy. So on the top here we've got our rocket, some lettuce, some tomatoes, and some radishes, all sown by oneself. And then down in the bottom here we've got some cabbages, beetroot, and broccoli, good old sugar snap peas, some cucumbers just here, and some leftover beetroots. And then down the bottom we've got some more tomato plants just here. And then these guys in this little pot here, and this is something that I did last week. I pricked these little guys out of this little pot once they'd germinated, and I popped them into this plug tray here, and they're all looking very happy so far. And then we've got some violas, some lobelias, and then just at the back there, some lupins. And these are some marigolds that are also really quite happy and doing well. So yeah, I've only been gardening for a couple of years, much like everybody else. I got into it during COVID. Oh wow, these, I don't know if you'll be able to see these in there, but yeah, they are very, very fine, teeny tiny little seeds, and these are our oregano seeds, because everybody needs some herb and oregano in their life. Wow, that's like pepper, it really is. Hopefully that'll be enough. I can't really tell. Oh well, we'll find out in a couple of weeks. So for years I worked in hospitality, working around 70 hours a week. Then COVID happened and I realised I don't have to do that much anymore. And I spent lots of time out in my garden, because that was also a year where we had fantastic weather here in England. I don't know about anywhere else in the world. I wasn't there. So it was a real opportunity to get out into the garden and really appreciate it. And just make it look pretty and nice. It doesn't look particularly pretty and nice at the moment, I must admit. I definitely need to cut my grass, but unfortunately, because we're in England, it does rain a lot. So on a day we think, brilliant, I can cut the grass tomorrow, it then rains. So I'm still waiting to cut my grass. But anyway, yeah, my grandparents are also keen avid gardeners and have been for years. And I can remember being a little girl, wee little whippersnapper, and my granddad having a veggie patch in my back garden in my childhood home where my parents still live. Approximately 40 years they've been there for. I'm not 40, but it gives you a bit of an indication of how old I am. My oldest brother is 40. And these are the coriander seeds that I've just sown. And in comparison to those oregano seeds, they are really quite big, look. It's surprising. And it's even stuff like this that I didn't know about or really sort of consider or think about until I started growing myself. But seeds vary so much, and in size and everything else. The nasturtium seeds, they were massive when I sowed those ones. And now the last one we're going to add into here is basil. If I can get the if I can get the packet open, that is. There we go. Right, so let's get these little guys in. These are quite good size. There we go. So we've got these all nicely sprinkled. So let's put a few more in there. Lovely jubbly. Now, I've never grown seeds. No, I've never grown herbs from seed before. I've just always been one of those people. I have got a brilliant little herb garden the other side of my greenhouse, but none of those were from seeds. They were all from little plants out of shops and things like that. A couple of them were half dead when I bought them, and I've managed to, one of which was a lemon verbena, which I've really managed to bring back round, and a curry plant I paid all of 50p for, and I've managed to dry lots of that up last year. So now we've got our lovely seeds sown in the tops of our pots, and we already know that our soil is nice and damp because we did that first. We're just going to put some of this lovely vermiculite on there. And now, I've never grown herbs from seed before, and we don't grow herbs at work. So this will be a pleasant surprise for all of us with how these guys turn out with the vermiculite on the top there. I mean, everything else that I've sown here, I've used vermiculite on, and everything we sow at work, we use vermiculite on. So fingers crossed, it'll work. Right, so we've successfully sowed some seeds. Yay, happy days. But I have noticed I have two things down here that I must attend to, and I figure it'd be a real shame to not invite you guys along. I know that this up here looks absolutely mad, but it isn't that I need to tend to. It's my sugar snap peas that I need to tend to. I've never grown them before. Again, I've not done anything or too much from seed before. So this is the first time of sugar snap peas, and they are, just show you, they are well rooted in the bottom, but they are now starting to go black round the outside, which I could, and these are just toilet roll middles. And this is what I picked up from a pro gardener, and one of my very good friends, Abby. Oh, and there's a cheeky little woodlice on the bottom there. Having a little run around. Yes, my very good friend Abby, and one of the pro guys that I like to watch on YouTube, so she used toilet roll middles, and I tell you what, fantastic result. I think I done 12, and all 12 germinated, and as you can see, if I get my finger in the right place, they are all very happy. But I do just need to decide where I'm going to put them. And the other things I'm going to be transplanting today as well, that's only because there's only 3 of them that have been successful in the plug tray, is my cucumber plants. Right, okay, so we have our sugar snap peas, and we have our receptacle as to where they're going to go. I love a bit of repurposing, so not only have I repurposed some toilet roll middles, I've also repurposed this green tub. I have lots of them dotted around my garden for several different things, and they all come from my mum. And the random stack of tyres is where I grow my potatoes, of which when they start waking up, you'll also get to see those too. But in the meantime, let's get planting our sugar snap peas. Now, I sowed 3 seeds into each toilet roll middle, and because I'm a beginner, I'm not really, I don't think I plant the toilet roll middle in with it, so I'm just going to roll with that, and I'm just going to take it out. I just use my fork to break up the compost a little bit, make sure it's all nice and loose and fine. And the reason why I'm standing on this plastic bag on my veggie patch is because my veggie patch is full of manure, so I don't really want to traipse it into the house. So I'm going to peel off my cardboard. Oh, look at those beauties! I don't know how well you can see those from there, but that is lovely rootage in there. All right, so now let's pop these guys in. I'm going to keep them in their clumps of 3s, I think. Again, I'm still a beginner, so I don't rattling. Oh, But that's why I wanted to do this, just from a beginner's perspective. You know, when you think you've watched all of the YouTube videos and you've asked all of your friends and everything else, right, let's just go with it. Oh, there's only 2 of them in that one that germinated, and in a couple of weeks' time, be able to. I haven't got them in place yet, but I'm sure, as you guys know, most peas and bean varieties and stuff like that do need supports to grow on. So I will be sorting that in the next few weeks. I'm sure that I will show you guys. So they're all nicely, these are all nicely getting tucked in their little houses. Oh, and these roots are absolutely beautiful. I did try growing some broad beans last year I did try and grow them from seed. I think they were broad beans, but because I didn't know barely anything about seed sowing last year, I just threw them in this tub, and surprise, surprise, nothing happened. Which was a bit of a shame, but we live and we learn, eh? We live and we learn. Right, so I think I've spaced these guys out fairly evenly, even though it's very obvious as to what these are. I'm still going to put my little label in to say what they are. Lovely jubbly. And now these guys. Oh no, I think I might have just accidentally snapped one as I put it in. Oh no, I'm sorry, little pea. Please don't hate me. Please grow nicely. Right, and now they're all nicely tucked in there in their little home. We'll give them a nice, lovely, generous water, like so. And I don't know if you can hear what sounds like a helicopter, but there has been a little bumblebee that has been buzzing around here like mad here. Well, and that is it for the very first episode of Sow Your Own. Thank you very much for coming by. There will be more. I'll definitely be here. It'd be great to see you guys. Great to see you guys again. And yeah, for now, I'm just going to pop all these little guys to bed, sing them a little lullaby, because I think they like it. Apparently plants, there was a study done that plants respond well to being spoken to and sung to. I can't sing, so I just make noise at them, but I think they enjoy it. But anyway, I'm going to tuck these guys in bed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.